There is a lot of people here. How's everyone doing? Actually, I'm terrified. But I went out today, got a haircut, I trimmed my beard. I'm glad to be here. And I'm glad that everyone's here on their own free will and they weren't guilted into coming into this place. Anyone been to a hospital lately? Yeah? At night? It's like going to a goddamn haunted house. No, for real. You've all seen it. You're walking down the hall and you're seeing people walking around with their IVs. They look like zombies. Everyone that works there is dressed up. They're all wearing masks. It's just, I don't know. It's like every hallway you go down, all you hear is, oh, you know what I mean? Yeah, it's just like, you can feel the thickness in the air. It's just curtains separating screams. It's terrifying. You walk down, you don't want to look down the hall. You see some old guy, right, wearing a Megadeth shirt with no pants on, using a walker to try to get to the bathroom. He hasn't made it. He's pissed all over the floor. Now he's slipping and sliding in it. He's like a failed contestant on Dancing with the Stars. But the hardest part about visiting a hospital at night is trying to find your way out of it. The hospital that my mom's at, you need a passcode to get out. So the first time I go there, I didn't have the passcode, so I go to the nurse's station and I said, can I get the passcode? They're like, yeah, listen, but just before you go out, there's gonna be like 2 or 3 patients that are hanging out. They want to leave. You can't let them out. So I said, okay, so I go out there and I head down to the doors, and sure enough, there's like 3 of them there. And the best way to describe it, I guess, is like driving by an LCBO at like 10 to 10 in the morning. You got like 2 or 3 of them hanging out there, and they're just like, And guess who's there? The guy that pissed his pants. But now he's got pants, you know what I mean? I don't know who dressed them, but I averted the crisis. I made it past him. He wasn't able to turn his walker on time. Is there any organ donors here? Anyone have that? No? Yeah. Eventually. Well, you keep drinking, you're gonna find people. No, I only asked that because my mom, she's going in for surgery, so they ask you a bunch of questions, right, before you go do it, and they ask you like what? Some of them are like, do you want to be resuscitated? Do you want to donate your organs? So my sister and I are driving home from doing this, and she says, do you think Mom should donate her organs? I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Now listen, I know, I'm looking out here, I see a whole bunch of people, and I know you probably all love your moms. But sometimes you gotta let nature take its course. I just look at, anyone here seen Harry Potter before? Well, if you haven't, Harry Potter is like, in there's like an evil wizard, right? Who splits his soul into 7 or 8 pieces. That's like my mom donating her organs. So you gotta just like do like Lord of the Rings with that stuff. And just, instead of a ring, just take her organs and throw it into a mountain of fire. It's enough to make you drink. You drink? I used to drink. I don't drink anymore, mostly because of bad decisions. The last time I drank, I ruined a family vacation. And we were going to some place in Quebec, and we're driving, and everything's going well, everyone's getting along, and then you know this one. And then I look out, and when we park, I see this wallet on the ground. So, being the stand-up guy I am, I tell everyone, just go ahead, I'll bring this to the lost and found.
Yeah.
And this guy, he's probably done the same fucking thing. So I go there, and I go to the lost and found, and there it is, a private bar. So I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, this is great. This is my great deed. God is saying, hey, karma, it's good. So what happens is, one by one, like good little soldiers, every male family member shows up. We start drinking, have a couple beer, probably a couple dozen. And just like every other great party, it was ruined by a keg load of estrogen walking through the door. Yeah, that's when I knew that karma was a bitch. And bringing back wallets don't mean fuck all. Yeah, so there it is. I guess the best way to quote my wife was, she said, how did it go? If you want to drink, find your own fucking way home. So there I was, hours from home, in a different province, had a huge presentation to do the next day for work, but after a couple calls, got a ride, and on the way home, we had a couple picked up some travelers. Remember? Bad decisions. So I get home, and I am violently sick. I am throwing up everywhere. I have liquids coming out of every orifice. And I go to bed. I wake up the next morning, and the septic had backed up into the bathtub. And no, I thought, how do you think I felt? So then I'm late for work, and I'm like, I gotta go. I'll deal with this when I get home. So I get to work, and getting all my presentation, everything's getting ready, everything's set up, everyone's there. And just before it happens, the phone rings. It's my wife. And I say hello, and she just starts screaming. I just pull it out here, and now everyone can hear what she's saying. And she's like, "You disgusting pig, you shit in the bathtub." Now, yeah, well, that happens. That's why you should stop drinking now. So before I go, I'll just give you guys a little bit of advice. If you want to get rid of one of your spouses. I've been thinking about this a lot lately. And see, what you do is, you can't do it yourself. You know, you need all kinds of stuff. You need what? Rope, acid, lime, saws, all kinds of that shit. You just can't go to Home Depot and buy this shit. I've watched true crime. You'll get caught right away, right? So what you do is you get your family members to buy it for you as gifts, Christmas gifts, birthday presents. And if you want to be real fun, you get her family to do it too. Yeah. I know some of you fuckers are thinking about that right now. That's all my time. Thank you, Mom. Where are you? You're over there? I'm so sorry. Thank you.
Feels good to go.